What's up, every pony? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'll be talking about part 4 of my top 10 list of Friendship is Magic episodes. This will be episode 4 and 3. So, let's get started. Again, this is just my opinion, and if you want, you can tell me your opinions and what your favorite episodes are in the series. So, at number 4, we have the main attraction. At the start of this episode, Applejack is setting up a charity fundraiser at Sweet Apple Acres. While working that, Pinkie Pie is trying to get all the acts in order, and she finally got hold and booked Countess Coloratura, which is apparently the #1 pony pop star in Equestria. Applejack recognized the name because Countess Coloratura and her used to be friends when they were younger. But when Countess Coloratura arrived, she was very different, and her manager is by far, and I hope everyone can agree with me on this, one of the worst characters ever. He's probably my least favorite character in the show's history. I hate this guy. Let's just summarize some of the things he did in this episode. 1, he demanded so many things for Countess Coloratura, which I assume are just for him. He took credit for all of the work that Countess Coloratura did and claimed it was all his doing, and she wouldn't be anywhere without him. He tried to get Countess Coloratura out of a charity contest with the school ponies. And worst of all, he yelled at Pinkie Pie, threatening to remove Countess Coloratura if his demands weren't met. Countess Coloratura could not believe Spengallop would actually do such a thing, and refused to believe it when Applejack accused him of doing so. So they came up with a plan. Countess Coloratura would fake wanting to cancel the school ponies contest to see how Spengallop would react. Spengallop was overjoyed and actually asked Pinkie Pie to schedule him a spa appointment now that he doesn't have to oversee that contest with those brats, and threatened to remove Countess Coloratura from her charity concert if she didn't do that. Twilight, however, used a spell to capture that moment on some sort of... I really want her to use a spell sometime, or someone to use a spell again, but it never happened. But she displayed Spengallop's actions and his attitude for everyone to see, revealing his true colors. Countess Coloratura yelled at Spengallop and actually fired him for abusing his power and taking advantage of her status. Once fired, Countess Coloratura performed the concert her own way and reinvented her image. With the help of Applejack, Countess Coloratura has become a new and improved version of herself, and possibly an even better star. Not to mention, they rekindled their past friendship. I love this episode. Because Countess Coloratura her voice, whoever voices this character, I don't remember at the moment, is incredibly gifted. And this was a beautiful song when I first heard it. And this whole episode has a great message on how people like Spengallop, who use people such as Countess Coloratura because of their popularity, and get stuff out of that, and use their popularity as a bargaining chip to get what they want. And that's actually something that the real world faces every day. I'm sure hundreds of people and celebrities face something like that. And it's good that this episode had a message that we should rely on our friends to help us see those people that we don't see, and help us out in situations when we face them. So I really enjoyed this episode because I just love the whole dynamic with Applejack trying to helping her old friend. If Spin Gallop wasn't in this episode, probably my favorite episode in the entire show. But it got knocked down 3 spots because of Spin Gallop. Thank you, Spin Gallop. Actually, no, I hate you. Alright, so at number 3, we have the episode titled Power Ponies. Now, this one might be a little bit controversial, but let me explain. So, in this episode, the main 6 are trying to redecorate and clean up the castle of the two sisters. While they're doing that, Spike reads a comic book of his favorite comic book series, The Power Ponies. At the end of the comic book, he finds a small handwritten note in the bottom corner, but he's unable to read it. He uses a magnifying glass and reads the sentence out loud. After doing so, it traps him and the rest of the main 6 into the comic book world of Power Ponies, turning them each into their own Power Pony. The main 6 now has to battle the Maniac, which honestly kind of reminded me of, like, if you combined Joker's insaneness, Doc Ock's arms, and let's see, I'm trying to think of a villain that is obsessed with beauty and trying. I guess I have no idea, but I just got a lot of Joker vibes from this character. I don't know why. So, because they're not used to their powers, they are kind of bad at it. Applejack kind of ties herself up in her lasso while trying to summon lightning. Rainbow Dash kind of summoned a tornado. Twilight has no idea how to use her powers. And Pinkie Pie, you can't really see her, but she's back here, is kind of unable. It's going incredibly fast. Actually, when I took this picture, as soon as I took it, she probably was behind this building by now. That's how fast she was moving. But soon they were eventually able to control their powers. But their victory was limited when the Maniac used her Hairspray Ray of Doom, which is an interesting name and kind of gave me a Dr. Doofenshmirtz vibe with the name. Like, they didn't have a Nader in the name, but it just had that very dumb or weird name that was just over specific. The Hairspray froze the main 6 in their tracks and rendered them useless. Spike had to go on his own and save the main 6 from the Maniac. He eventually knocked out the guard controlling the Hairspray Ray of Doom and freed the main 6, which they all get to show their powers in full effect, especially Fluttershy, who turned into Flutter Hulk's Fluttershy Smash. Oh my goodness! Out of all the powers, Fluttershy, I don't know how I feel about her power because it's the complete opposite from her personality. Like, all of the other main 6 had a power kind of like their personality. Applejack has a lasso, which kind of cannot talk right now. kind of symbolizes her cowboy vibe, and then she's also the lasso kind of looks like the lasso truth, which Wonder Woman has, which kind of relates to her element being honesty. So I found that pretty cool. Then we have Rarity's ability to make these objects out of crystals, which again, she loves crystals. She uses them in her fashion. Twilight's abilities were magic, which obviously reason why that connects her. Rainbow Dash had weather powers. She's the weather pony and the weather control pony for Ponyville plus the Wonderbolt. And then Pinkie Pie's super speed. She's always getting places, or like she's one of the probably the fastest. She's faster than Rainbow Dash, honestly. If they were in a foot race, Pinkie Pie would have won. Like, she teleports from nowhere. She performs these incredible feats. So this was like perfect for her, I feel like. But Fluttershy, I don't see. Like, it made no sense to me. In the end, they eventually defeated Maniac. So that, and with her own Doomsday weapon. Afterwards, they returned back to the main world, where it turns out that Spike apparently bought that comic from Canterlot's House of Enchanted Comics. Spike, what were you thinking? Just, come on, dude, really? Oh, I thought I had more slides. Okay, never mind then. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I like this Power Ponies episode because I'm a big fan of superheroes, and that was a nice, that gave me some superhero action. And also, with a unique story, a unique episode, there wasn't really a lesson, I don't feel like, to be learned. I guess, oh wait, actually, no, I know what a lesson that we can learn here. We can always, believe in ourselves, like Spike, learn how to believe in himself, and learn how to, and learn not to let other people outshine them, because we have our own self-worth, and no one should be able to take that away from us. We all are special in our own way. But this episode was very cool. It had a lot of elements that I liked. It was fun to watch, and it had a lot of funny moments. So that was really good. Alright guys, well, I'm going to end this here. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And you're reading it right. Next episode is not part 5. My next episode will not be my second place and first place, because I have something else in mind for part 4.5. Until then, this is Bernie H signing out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see you next time, where I reveal my secret twist.